All right, drawing students. Your next project after working with the portrait drawing is to look at drawing the figure. Now, one way to practice this to begin with is to do some quick gesture drawings of proportions of a figure. And so I'm just going to give some examples to begin with. We have Robert Longo here who does a lot of expressive large-scale drawings of figures. Kind of puts them in these contorted poses. This one here is Men in the Cities. These are actually quite large scale and done in graphite and charcoal. And here are some pictures of one that's called Men in the Cities. Here's a couple others that are his. Strange poses, interesting poses, kind of catches your attention, and it's all drawn out in pencil and graphite, kind of to give you some ideas. Now, what I have done in the past is allowed you to kind of have some freedom in this project. Here's an example of a student that sketched out line drawings as well as shaded drawings of several figures overlapping. So you want to be thinking about images of people in action, sports, dance, recreation, music, or an activity that's of interest to you. You're certainly welcome to take action shots of your friends with your phone or camera, looking at the sports activities, friends in action, music, concerts, dance. Let your own interests guide you in the decision making. You do want to practice at first, maybe trying to get proportions and doing what we've done before as far as contour line drawings and maybe some quick gestural drawings where you're just quickly sketching those out. You could even use those, kind of collage them together, incorporating color and through watercolor and colored pencil, using ink as an outline. So think about that. Perhaps you render several drawings, glue them down to a painted background, or drawing multiple poses in overlapping the lines and adding color in that way. So those I've left it in past to open to students' interpretation and have always come up with some pretty cool effects. All right, so here is some examples. Perhaps you want to do some dance, and here's an example of a student who drew overlapping figures and then filled that in with color. More dancers, people in action. So you may have a favorite sport that you're missing during this time. Football, basketball. Sketch out those images. Maybe one, maybe multiple. It's kind of up to you. Maybe you're a music fan. I kind of like this interpretation here where there's several figures of a band and then using line, different types of line to kind of fill in the, some are solid, some are different line designs incorporated. Maybe you're a musician, and some of these pictures are from our own Norwalk students in show choir. Feel free to ask permission from our local photographers and yearbook for some images that you may want to incorporate. Here are some sports action pictures, soccer and basketball. And here are some student examples from previous years. So do what inspires you. You can incorporate watercolor, colored pencil, ink, or graphite. It's up to you. But you are incorporating figures of some kind in this project in your style that you prefer. Here's some more student examples. Paint can be used, colored pencil can be used, or a combination of those things. I did have a student that used digital, and so if you prefer digital or would like to explore that more, you're certainly welcome to explore that and use that as your option. That's the end of the examples. Feel free to reach out if you have questions about the topic that you're choosing. I look forward to your interpretation and seeing your drawings.